Hello everybody and welcome to episode 77 of the Chesterfield of Dreams. Today is a massively consequential episode as a win against Valencia will guarantee our progress into the last 16 of the Champions League, but that is just a kind of necessity at this stage as our league campaign continues to go from worse and worse sort of thing as we're kind of not able to fight this two-pronged war. We're doing so well in Europe, but when it comes to domestic affairs we're just getting humiliated and distracted really. So we'll begin with our first result after the huge win against Juventus. It was of course a measly draw against Arsenal. We conceded 3 goals yet again. We took the lead through our youngster Mark Davies, but then the second half started with an absolute howler as Vladimir Durkachev scored straight away. Will Hughes got a penalty, converted it, then got another penalty that made it 3-1 and it looked like game over yet again, but thankfully Stephen Cocker was caught out with a long ball. It was 1v1 situation for Michael Henning and he was taken out by Cocker. He was dismissed. Ronnie Pinot scored the vital penalty. Michael Henning then made it 3-3 and then Bembo Letta had a goal scored as well, but it was ruled out for offside, so our chance to win was badly lost there. And then disaster against Sunderland, a team we have a very good record against. Basically Nabil Bentaleb gave them the lead and then Mohamed Ahmed gave us an equaliser, but after that it just went pairs up as Paul Grauschhoff got himself sent off in a rapid time. I just couldn't react to that. We were just a minute away from half time and it would have been a real opportunity because Sunderland were giving us a beating, but then they dominated before they finally broke through the resistance from Dele Alli for 2-1. Yaro Mesa, who came on as a substitute, scored a header and it looked like we were going to get a rather fortunate draw, but then Dele Alli from another corner was able to score. So Chesterfield are in real danger of letting the Premier League go to waste as we've only won 3 games, drawn 3 and now we've lost 6 with a negative 1 goal difference. We've conceded 3 goals nearly every game now and we're miles behind the likes of Chelsea and Newcastle United, so Champions League through the natural route is probably gone after this disastrous start and there's nothing I can do. The players just aren't able to maintain fitness throughout each game, but we have to start winning and the QPR on the weekend is the most important game yet. But Valencia, who've been unbeaten ever since we gave them a right thrashing, have got us at the Nuevo Mestalla, which is going to be a huge chance. So here you go, ever since we beat them by 4-1, they're unbeaten in all competitions, and even though it's a Tuesday night game I expect them to be fatigued. It's just not going to be our day if we continue to mope and groan. So their opportunity to pounce is upon them. If they lose, they're out of the tournament, and if we win, we'll be on our way to the last 16, which would be quite bizarre since we're fighting to stay out of the relegation zone in the Premier League. But without further ado, it's time to go directly to the match screen. Okay, so here's a look at the scenario in our Champions League Group F. If you need it, we are 7 points on the board. We have that, and win today will put us on 10 points. Valencia and Schalke, if they can't do anything today, then we will qualify anyway, but we're kind of asking Juventus for a favour against Schalke because that will guarantee us anyway, and it'll be us versus them for the top of the group because if we lose this game and then Schalke win, the group will be wide open, so that's something I don't want to see happen. And the team I've entrusted to save our Champions League season is this. It's with Mohamed Ahmed out injured, we're going to rely on Yaro Mesa up top. He should know Valencia very, very well, but we've got regular stalwarts like Callum Cook, Ronnie Pinot, Rasmus Stephenson, Tom Bertram, Sean Kavanagh, Frank Reeves and David Shanahan out on the field, and then Linus Muller is our goalkeeper. So time for the team talk. It's a very, very important one to give. We cannot go out and expect to win, but we have to believe in ourselves. Our morale is going to be shot if we can't win this, so we will qualify for the first knockout round if we win here. So that's just something I'm going to have to do. We have to concentrate We cannot go into this game thinking we're going to dominate, because we're not, unless we play out of our skin. So let's see if that'll happen. It's time for the kickoff at the Mestalla Nuevo, and it's Roundup straight away on the ball, but Sean Kavanagh catches up with the right winger with a clean tackle. But what will El Capitan Yair Messa do upon his return to his home country? Let's find out. But 10 minutes into the game, it's Valencia with 55% possession and Chesterfield having one shot on goal. But yeah, I think we need to do a little better than this. So let's see what this highlight brings. Callum Cook strolling into the box. Mesa back to him. Oh no, Callum Cook. He would have buried that if he was on top form. And he still is, but it's just a little bit of nerves, I think, has creeped into his game. But Tom Bertram is now getting Chesterfield on the way, and that's Callum Cook! 1-0! A beautiful goal! Yet again, Valencia are foiled by a low cross. And that will be tremendous news if we can build on this lead and get into the last 16 of the Champions League. It'll be worth millions and millions to Chesterfield, the kind of money we need to spend in January if we're going to save our Premier League campaign. But this is absolutely fabulous stuff. Mesa, tackled by Mangala. We remember him from Watford, I'm sure. He's had a esteemed career, but hopefully it doesn't end in tears for him here. Mesa, corner kick. And I cannot give a touchline team talk straight away, and Reeves gets on the ball there. Shanahan to Stephenson. Bertram, Kinsela's charged down. But look at Chesterfield go. We just play out of our skin in the Champions League, but in the Premier League we're left wanting, conceding goal after goal. And that was Sean Kavanagh blazing it over the bar. This is really good stuff. Keep it going, lads, if you can. This will get us into the last 16. And Barini challenges Linus Muller from a distance, and it's a corner kick delivered and cleared by Syra. Now 10 minutes to half time. Chesterfield deserve this lead, but that's Maher going wide. Valencia, you can probably assume, are tired, but that's no excuse. We are outplaying them today, but we're going to have to keep the application levels at 100% yet again. But let's just say we have room for improvement. Mesa certainly is one of those players. He's not enjoying himself, but with the fitness troubles that he's had, I can't really blame him. But Callum Cook is probably going to win the Champions League Player of the Year if he keeps this up, regardless of how far we get. He must be gaining a few extra zeros on his price tag. But we'll have to keep going, lads. There's no need to overhaul our strategy. But Valencia will come alive and kicking, and we cannot do what we did against Arsenal, which was give them an easy chance and then let them build on their momentum. That was what let us down in that game. A winnable game for sure, especially at home, but we let ourselves down and got a rather measly draw when we should have won. Nothing so far. Oh, Valencia are going to be forward here. That's Pinot and Reeves working together, the two underdog Englishmen doing absolutely phenomenally for me this season. And here's Fabio Barini, back to goal. Maher tries a finesse shot and he put it wide, hitting the Movember sign rather square on the moustache. But now it's time for a substitution. I think Yair Messa has had enough. He doesn't look up for this challenge, and we're going to bring back Tomas Forza. How badly we've missed him. He's certainly come leaps and bounds ever since his wonderful streak of goals last season, and we're going to give Ben Wagstaff a run out since he's trying to recover from injury. But I'm deeply considering letting him go back to Arsenal so I can bring in a different player for the club, as we're kind of suited for the left wing position, but the right wing position is a little lacking, and we might need to sacrifice Wagstaff, especially if he remains injured and plays badly. Valencia, I'm sure, have made a change at this stage. They have. So Zabala is on. We're going to charge him down for definite. Where is he? Zabala, there he is. He's quite tired himself, but he could still pose a reasonable threat as our players begin to get tired too. Nothing much I need to do. I'll just say probably show some passion again. 2-0 will guarantee our progress, and Sean Kavanagh might be the man to do it. No, good effort. But as long as Schalke and Juventus, that's a big fight. It's a scrap out there. Pogba injured, 2 players sent off, 1 for each club, and if things stay like that, we're going to top the group. We will top the group if things stand like this. Tomas Forza to win the game. No, hard luck. And the final substitution will come now. My decision will be... I don't trust Graushoff. He let me down in the last game. Elliot Cattell, can he play? I think I'll spare Ronnie Pino. Cattell is not at all suited for this position, but we've no choice. We really are short for options. Mangala fouls Forza. Cattell now gets his Champions League moment, but unfortunately Valencia have a set piece, and that's Muller to save from point blank range. I don't know how tame that shot was, but he should have done much better with the chance. We're now going to have to warn them to concentrate. We are so close to Champions League nirvana. The promised land awaits. Juventus have let themselves down. Anthony Syra is injured. Oh, for goodness me, this is terrible, terrible news. We are lacking a defender. Rasmus Stephenson can actually play that position, but Callum Cook will now have to go backwards in the field, and we are down a defender. We have only 3 registered defenders for this tournament, and now we have to go defensive. This will be a heartbreaker if they score, and it's in, but it's offside from Insua. Pablo Insua was offside as he thundered that ball in off the crossbar. Cattell to Forza, tackled, and here goes Zabala to Paul Maher. Oh, that is bullshit. Fuck. Oh no. Fuck you. Oh. How lucky can you get? You limey. So close. We will regret this if we cannot beat Schalke. We're still top of the group, but Valencia are still in this tournament. Their unbeaten record continues, and they did not deserve it. They injured my defender, whether it was on purpose or not, whether he went down injured himself. They exploited my weakness after using the 3rd substitution, and I'll just have to say unlucky. We deserved so much better than that. Maybe we should have scored twice. We were hinging on our luck there, but Juventus and Valencia will play on the final day, so maybe, just maybe, we're through anyway. I don't know. We'll see how this will work out, because Valencia cannot draw. Valencia cannot get 2 points in the last game. If they get 3 points, there's nothing we can do, but I just felt really hard done by there. But we'll see what the mathematics say. Are we qualified regardless of today's result? We are through to the last 16 anyway, but Valencia, you can, think about your regrets there. It'll be head-to-head Valencia and Juventus, but we are through to the last 16. It's not crisis mode, but if we don't top the group, we will regret that result. But can you believe it? That is a mixed bag way to end what has been a very, very good episode. But let's look at Group F. We are qualified. Valencia and Juventus cannot get enough points, no matter what they do. But I'd rather see Juventus go through. They have been the better team in this tournament. But if we get top of the group, well, let's just find out who we could possibly play if we get top of the group. So Monaco, PSV, Real Madrid. Oh no. There's Celtic, Legia, Porto in a remarkable Group D. Atletico Madrid, Inter Milan or Chelsea there, and Club Brugge. So what an opportunity we have in our hands if we get the right result against Schalke. But apologies for that little rant. It's not what I like to do on camera, but I'm really, really pleased to get through to the knockout stages. But Anthony Syra getting hurt was a real blow. He played fantastically well, and we're going to have to prepare ourselves for the 4 days in between our success and then Queen's Park Rangers. We haven't won in 3 games, so we must beat QPR, and then it's straight into Schalke. I might play a weakened team there, if I can, give them some Champions League experience. But QPR, Norwich, Chelsea, and then QPR again in the Cup, these are absolutely humongous games we cannot let go by us, as we have continually suffered domestically. But thank you very much for watching. Let me know how you feel about my Champions League last 16 hopes, and we'll speak again for the 499th video that will be coming up very soon. Bye for now, everybody.